Richard Nixon started the war on drugs, but do you know why?
Hi there. Please stick around if you're interested in learning some real information. And technically this is not a stitch. The gentleman does not have them turned on. However, I did ask him to do so. This is yet another video where somebody is helping with one of the biggest acts of misdirection that has ever happened in this country. Like so many other people, he is referring to this quote by John Ehrlichman. Pause to read. Now for the breakdown. Let's start with the fact that this quote was not published until 2016, after Ehrlichman had died from an alleged interview that took place in 1994. Why did they wait 22 years to release this bombshell of a quote? I mean, the answer is pretty easy. It's because everybody that was involved at that time was dead. And most people stop when they get confirmation bias and they don't dig deeper and they read this quote on the internet and all of a sudden they're an expert in the history of drug policy. It don't work that way. There was no threat to Nixon's re-election campaign. He destroyed McGovern, winning 49 states, and the polls were in his favor from day one. So if there actually was a threat, which there wasn't, why did they wait until January of 1972, 11 months before the election, to launch the war on drugs? That's not enough time to pull this off. Plot hole number one. Also, all the things they claimed occurred with vilifying individuals didn't happen during Nixon's presidency. It happened during Reagan's. Plot hole number two. Also, we must look at somebody's motivating factor for the reason why they do certain things. Ehrlichman was convicted for his participation in Watergate. He was denied a pardon by Nixon. Maybe he had some resentments, I don't know. And then he was finally granted a presidential pardon in 1987 by you-know-who, the devil himself, Ronald Reagan. If you're going to bring up Watergate, do your research. They weren't trying to tap phones to have anything to do with McGovern. They thought Liddy had information about illegal campaign contributions. And also an alleged client list of very high-ranking officials doing, things. These are two great books to read. Please stop sharing that quote. The war on drugs started 100 years before Nixon with the China's Exclusion Act, and you're being thwarted, so you don't dig deeper. Dig deeper.